This segment of Naperville Sports Weekly is brought to you in part by the Naperville Sun.
Zoe, a little bit of time removed from the weekend. I would imagine maybe a little time to process things for you guys, the second straight state title. How much fun was the state tournament for you guys getting through it a second time?
I think this year was very special. We proved a lot of people wrong that thought we weren't going to get here before, and we shut a lot of teams down that thought they could handle us, which is a great feeling. Last year we proved ourselves because the year before that we got second, and that was a little heartbreaker for us because we worked so hard to get there and then didn't get the result we wanted. So last year we did what we had to do, got it done, and this year we wanted to prove everybody wrong and do it again, make some history.
So was that kind of the thing driving you guys this year? Because I know the year before it was, well, we've been thinking about second place for 364 days now. This year I would imagine the mindset a little bit different.
Mindset was definitely different. We were thinking last year we won it, and us seniors, being 11 of us, that's a lot of us, wanted to go out with just a great high school season, something for Naperville North history to talk about, and everybody, like all of our peers and underclassmen, and bring some sort of publicity to the school so that other people will be motivated to play here, because it is a great program and Goletz is doing a great job here. So we were thinking last year we did it, why not another year?
Zoe, the thing that sticks out about the run that you guys made as a team these last 2 years is, you know, ranked #1 from day one last year, and for the most part the same this year. You get everybody's best shot. How did you guys kind of deal with that, knowing that you're going to see the best of every team every night, no matter who you're playing?
Goletz made that very clear in pre-games, and we knew that going into the games that if we didn't play our best game, then other teams would get a one-up on us and potentially knock us out of where we wanted to be. And we just had to stay mentally tough through that and make sure that we didn't get cocky or too overly confident. We always went into the games thinking that we were the underdogs. So I think that's what really drove us to success.
Now, if memory serves for me, prior to this year, you know, relatively healthy when it comes to high school season, you're dealing with an ankle injury at the beginning of the season. What was that like, kind of having to sit out and watch the first couple weeks?
It was rough watching my team play. I wanted to be out there with them, but I think they did a great job holding it down for me, especially Boswell scoring some goals. We had a competition. She obviously won, granted the 2 weeks, but she did a great job up there. Our whole team, Bromagin, Cora, Krista, the midfield, and our back line has been spectacular this year. And I think they just did a great job without me there. I was cheering them on, so it's all that matters is that we got to win in the end.
And with Abby, you know, she obviously scored a lot when you were gone. She scored a lot when you guys were on the field at the same time. It was fun watching you guys at the top. What was it about kind of developing that relationship with her where you guys were able to work so well together?
I think last year we built a lot of trust for each other because she got me a lot of goals last year, and this year she did a spectacular job scoring her goals this year. So I think just us playing with each other last year helped us really to develop knowing where each other's going to go and having like some sort of telepathy to where each other was going to go. It made it way easier to play with her. And she's just a great player. She makes things happen, and that's all you can ask for.
And talking with you after the state title game on Saturday, one of the things that kind of struck me, you were most excited about talking about what you were expecting to see from her the next couple of years, still producing here at Naperville North.
Yeah, I'm really excited. I know Boswell's a great player so far, and she's only going to get better from here. She's kind of taken over the throne. Me and Goletz were joking about it. She's taken over the throne for me, and she's going to be that person to watch next year and for the next years to come for North Soccer.
And for you guys on offense, you know, everybody knew that, you know, the goal was to work it to you and Abby at the top, and you guys, you know, usually would do your thing and find the net quite often. You know, when teams were trying to gear up to stop you guys, what was it like kind of trying to make adjustments and figure out how to kind of adjust back?
It was different because this year they did a great job guarding us, to be honest. The defensive aspect for all these teams have been towards me and Boswell, and they've done a great job. But it was just making adjustments, but not getting frustrated with the adjustments. So if we didn't get the ball, Golitz told us that we would make runs and probably not get the ball for maybe 15 to 20 minutes, but if we don't make the runs, then we will never get the ball. So we just had to keep our heads in it and make sure that we never stopped working up top for our team.
Now, I know, you play lots of club soccer in the off season, and a lot of, there are some kids in Naperville that, we never see on the high school field because they play club year round, and go on to college and do great things. You made the decision to play high school soccer. You stuck with it all 4 years. I would imagine with the results that we've seen, you're pretty happy with your decision.
I am. I think that people that play club all year round, club, I love club, it's awesome. But there's a different experience you get with high school soccer. It's something about playing in front of your peers and your family and friends, and even if you like fans, it's just an awesome feeling to run across the field even with a trophy, just to show your peers that you've made it. Like at club, I know your parents come and maybe like some of your friends might come, but it's just not the same as playing high school soccer. I think every kid should at least play 1 year of high school soccer to see how they like it. Usually they like it.
And you're a varsity player all 4 years. If you kind of look back on yourself coming in as a young freshman into high school soccer, and how would you kind of compare to the growth that you've made now as a graduating senior?
And freshman year, it's a long time ago, but I was definitely a hothead in freshman year. Yeah, I was not composed as much as I am now. I'm kind of mellowed out, more calm. I think it's just because I'm getting older, but I definitely have grown as a player. I've been working with Phil Nielsen. He's my club coach, and he's definitely showed me some things that my other coaches I don't think necessarily have shown me as much. They've definitely contributed to my growth, but I don't think as much as Phil. But I think that me growing as a soccer player, I've gotten much better since when I was a freshman. Those are some rough years, but definitely worth it. I'm glad I stuck with high school soccer, and I had fun doing it.
When we look at your team this year, the other thing that sticks out is, really only one main contributor, maybe 1.5 when you consider people that got some playing time last year on the back line. A nearly completely different group back there, and they kind of did it. How big was it for you guys to kind of, at the top, be able to look back and know that you're able to be creative when you have that group back there being as good as it was?
It's definitely a big stress reliever up top to know that we have people that are back there to back us up just in case, we mess up and give the ball away. I know they didn't get a lot of playing time in the previous years. This year, I think they all stepped up and lived up to the expectations that our backline had last year with Jen Korn and everybody else that played back there. So I think they lived up to the expectations of what they were expected to do and what Golitz wanted from them and what we all ultimately wanted from them. They stopped from getting goals and we scored goals.
Yeah, and state championship later, things worked, right?
Yeah, the things work out in the end.
When we were chit-chatting earlier, you also play basketball in the winter, and you were kind of telling me maybe that keeps you sane a little bit from, getting away from the soccer field a little bit. How did that work?
I think that playing basketball definitely helped me get away from soccer sometimes. I'd get tired of it, even though I love soccer. But, too much of a good thing is all the time you get tired of it. So I think basketball definitely helped me with my game for soccer as far as vision, like on the court. It's like the same kind of vision as how I see myself on the field. So I think that definitely helped, and just a break is nice, to be honest.
Well, you're going down to a basketball crazy state for college soccer. We see the big UK on your chest.
Yeah.
A lot of schools after you. How'd you narrow it down to Kentucky?
When I went to go visit, I really liked the campus. It was really pretty there. Definitely liked the weather. That was definitely a plus from Illinois weather. And the coach was fantastic. The girls were great. They were kind of like me, which is kind of why I went there and thought, oh, this is going to be awesome. I liked the dorms and the facilities that they had, how they treat their athletes, how they treat people in general, and how they're all family oriented just drew me to the school.
How different do you expect the game to be? I mean, what adjustments do you feel like you might have to make as a player, you know, going into the college season this fall?
I definitely think I'm going to have to think smarter, and probably it's going to be more, I think, more mental rather than physical, other than the girls being really big there, and they're going to be probably stronger. But I'm working on that now, the college packet, weightlifting and conditioning, and making sure that I'm up to the standards that Kentucky expects me to be at. So just adjusting to how fast the game goes and how mentally strong you have to be while playing.
Now, growing up in this area, you know, there's soccer talent everywhere. It seems like, you know, colleges kind of mine this area to find a lot of their players. How big was it, you know, do you think it is for a lot of the players in this area that you guys are playing against each other, playing such good competition, you know, from age 4 when you started, you know, until by the time you're ready for college?
I think that it's big for all of us to play each other. Like, we have rivalries, but then, like, outside of soccer, we're still, like, great friends. And I think it's preparing us for college because a lot of us are going for college soccer too. So we're going to be playing each other again. We're going to be like buddy-buddy, but then again we're going to be competitive, which makes the game of soccer so great, and just our friendships through soccer so fantastic.
Now, you've won a lot here. You know, second place in the state your sophomore year, 2 state titles these last 2 years. I would imagine there's a lot of memories when you think about this place. You know, what kind of comes to mind when you think back on your 4 years playing soccer here at North?
Just a great experience, and hoping that I can have just as great experiences when I go off to college and when I play for the new soccer team I am now. Just hoping that it's just as much fun. I know it's going to be a lot of work, but I hope there's a lot of play and fun as well.
Well, Zoe, it's been a joy watching you these last 4 years, both on the soccer field and on the basketball court. Thanks for taking the time, and good luck in Lexington.
No problem. Thank you.